I got myself a nice copy of this year's version of Lindy's Sports Annuals Pro Football. They're thick, very, very thick. Nice beefy thing. But man, I gotta tell you, this really takes me back. I remember being in high school, I'd get one of these a few months before the season, and oh man, that's the way to get excited about football season. They got these, there's a lot of great stuff in here, but the bulk of it is just several pages on each team. So I'll show you an example. You got this, so you've got like the boys, and it'll be like a bunch of, it'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 pages total for each team, and it kind of goes by position group, and has all the basic stuff like their schedule. But my favorite part was always what's really great, this nice big, for every team, this nice big pre-camp roster. So this is like I've counted, I forget how many it is, but this is like 90 this is a lot more players than will actually end up making the team during the season, because it's that big list. And at the bottom even, it's got this list of other free agents in camp, so it's nice, very, very comprehensive. And there's a comment after every player that's the very, very concise, but it's his thoughts on every player going into the season, and it's very, very fun. It's I swear, back when I was in high school, like by the time the season would start, I would have read all of those. I would have read each team's like roster player comments in here like probably 5 or 6 times. And then I'd be just watching like the preseason games, and a player coming like, oh yeah, that guy. Of course, some of them are people you already know about, because particularly some of the veterans that have been around forever. No, it's fun though, and it's of course, like you can see at the beginning, it's a Josh Allen of all people on the cover, which is great. I think it actually varies regionally. It's like there's like 4 or 5 different, versions of the cover, and since this is the Northeast, of course it's a Buffalo Bills player. I think the first one of these I actually got was actually at it's a newsstand in I think the Chicago O'Hare Airport, and of course I think it was Thomas Jones they put on the front. It was very cool. That was actually when I was flying out to Oregon for the first time, which was sweet. It gave me something to read on the plane from Chicago to Portland. But yeah, very, very fun. And got cheerleader section, bunch of pages. Cheerleader special, and the draft part. That's probably my next favorite part, is the draft grades. See, for each team they'll have like a list of all the players they drafted this year, and pretty decent chunk of commentary on each player. And this is fun because you can look at these years from now, and some of these descriptions, some of these draft grades age really, really well. Some don't. Something interesting you notice about the Bears in recent years is like the last several years they've gotten a lot of people giving them pretty bad draft grades, and then like the draft classes end up being really, really good. So it's like they kind of, I think people are just finally now starting to realize that when it comes to drafting, the Bears, at least in this incarnation, really do. They really do know what they're doing. I mean, you look at the guys they've gotten, particularly late in the draft. You'll get Eddie Jackson, Tariq Cohen, um, a lot of playmakers they're getting late, which so it's making that team so exciting. But yeah, these are fun. What grade did they give the Bills? That's kind of what I want to know. I've probably looked at this before, but oh, they gave us a B. Yeah, that makes sense. I remember, at the time of the draft, people were very excited about us getting at Oliver at the beginning, and people were excited about Devin Singletary a little later on. It's going to be a good season for the Bills. That's about all I have to say. But yeah, these are badass. I love them.